headed to. I had a little side gig today where I'm doing some painting. Uh, Guy that I've been doing side work for years, who brought me into the funeral business. He's the owner of the funeral home. I can remember back in 2010, I knocked on every door in Washington D.C. to get in the funeral business because when I was in prison, I said when I get home, I'm gonna be a mortician. I have to get back to that mindset that I had then. I was a go getter. I was determined. But over the years, these women set you back. Bad relationships, bad baby mamas, it knocks men off of their square. So where I'm at now mentally, I detach myself from women until I go on vacation. Well, I can get a woman for $20, $40. Um, that was a few years ago, but now I deal with women who who earn a living the honest way. I have a woman out of the country that I travel with. We have a good time together. But the women can definitely set you back and knock you off of your square. That's what happened to me over the years. But I finally grew up at 40 years old. I got my mind together. But this is a guy who brought me into the funeral business. Uh, I live my dream. I have my full time job during the week. On the weekends, I do funerals. Friday, Saturday, I do funerals and pick up bodies, etc. And on Sundays, I do my side work. I have a job, a big job to paint the balcony, paint an entire balcony. It's a big job. I've knocked out 90% of it. I'm just coming to finish the uh, the last portion and then go over all of it again, give it a finish coat, and I'm done. I get paid for that job and two jobs that I done yesterday. I done a funeral yesterday morning and a body removal in the afternoon. So I'm in Washington D.C. and this climate, I always had the mentality when I was in prison. I knew I had to come home and work harder than an immigrant. I work like I'm an immigrant. To be able to compete, you have to work like an immigrant out here. Um, I do quality work. I work hard at wherever I'm at. I do a good job, and that's what keeps me working. I don't do a half job or screw nobody over or steal from nobody. So people trust you that when they give you a job, you're gonna put your all into it and get it done. Um, I mean, with a professional painter or painting crew come out, they will probably charge $2,000 for this job. But when you got a guy who you help build up and you know is a hard worker and know what to do, you know he can get it for a couple of $100s, and I don't mind. You know, I get $500 for a day's work. Shit, man, that's good money. Uh, but you have to grind out here to make it because the cost of living has went up. To be able to live on your own, you have to have multiple streams of income. Man, you can't survive off of one income here in Washington D.C. because I've seen Washington D.C. change in the past 10 years. Right now, to live on your own, to pay rent. I'm not talking about your other bills and expenses. Just to pay rent, the bare minimum, you need about 3 grand, and that's with rent and utilities. You need 3 grand. That's the average. So I'm out here grinding so I can live a comfortable life and do the things and get the little extras that I like. I like traveling from time to time. I'm about to cut back on the traveling a little bit because I have other things to do. And but to have the extras just to get through in life. I just recently purchased a car. I said I'll never buy another car because the cost of having a car is just too much. And what I meant by that is the car payment, car insurance. But I paid cash for a car that I love. I have a little hoopty 1997 Chevy Lumina that's in like mint condition, like it's back in 1998, and I couldn't refuse it. And it takes me back to when I was a teenager, and I love it. It's better than every car that I've had. My Honda Accord Sport, my Cadillacs, all that. I love this car more than anything I had. So yeah, I'm here. Oh, I don't know. I pulled up. I have to go to Walmart real quick and get some paintbrushes because I used the other ones. But the grind is real out here. I'm thinking about moving to Philadelphia sometime next year. I'm in some court proceedings with my daughter right now. Once that's resolved, whatever's going to happen with that, I'm going to be looking to move to Philadelphia because I think I did everything that I can do in DC. Um, it's time for me to move on. I don't have anything keeping me in Washington, D.C. anymore. I can transfer my main job to anywhere in the world with an airport. So that's what I'm looking to do. I have already have family in Philadelphia, so things will be better. The cost of living is a lot cheaper, and I think I'm ready for a change now. I can always get in the funeral business up there, have a main job and a side hustle like I am here. I know how to move and shake in the major cities. Just got to keep working. You got to keep grinding. You can make it. You have to have multiple trades. See, I have trades. I'm a mortician. Uh, I'm a handyman. I can do all types of side jobs, paint, uh, landscaping, hauling trash, whatever. I can do all that. It's work out here for you. And, I'm not ashamed to make an honest dollar. So these are the things you have to do to get ahead. But Washington D.C. To live comfortable in Washington D.C., you have to make $300,000 a year to live comfortable, and that's if you live on, live a little bit. You can't live an expensive lifestyle off of that, but if you live frugal a little bit, you can live. But it's going to take you like 300,000 because 100,000 is nothing in a major city anywhere in America. You live in a major city, well, New York, 300,000 ain't nothing. I know a lot of people from New York who who was homeless when they lived in New York. They were sleeping on somebody's couch, a relative's couch. They didn't get a home or a car until they got out of New York. So yeah, it's crazy. Oh, you know what? I can go to this Dollar Tree right here and get some paintbrushes. Oh yeah, look at that. But working hard has gotten me a long way in the city. I built up a good rapport for myself, and I had this mentality when I was in the prison system. So, as long as you have that mentality that you're going to get out here and grind, I mean, you can make it. Now, I had some ups and downs since I've been home, but I mainly had ups. My downs came at the hands of dealing with women. So now I'm thankful of the experience because I learned from it. Now I detached myself from the women, which was a major problem for me. That was the only problem that I had. I mean, you having children by these women, getting in relationships with these women, moving in with these women, because what up, D? Yeah, yeah, I'm at the funeral home now. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, look, I'm hustling, man. Especially if Pop said he paying today. You know, I'm getting here early. So you already got the brushes? All right, I'll be at the funeral home. All right. Look at the Lord. You see, I was about to go in here and buy some paint brushes. And folks came through saying he got some brushes for me so I can finish the job. You see, when you do right, the Creator blesses you. Look at that. Now I can save my couple of dollars and go on and get the job done. That was the son of the owner of the funeral home. Yeah, a good guy, man. As a matter of fact, he sold me this car that I'm driving. He bought this car from North Carolina from a older person who kept it in the garage. That's why this car is in mint condition. But his father is like a father to me also. Man, took me in. I came up here, went to school, University of Washington, District of Columbia, enrolled into the mortuary program, knocked on his father's door. His father took me under his wing. And I can't explain the things that brother did to me. You know, gave me the knowledge of self with Islam, added to what I already learned from when I was in prison. All around good brother. He a Virginia guy too. Straight out of Virginia guys. So it's a lot of Virginia guys up here in the funeral business, and we all network and look out for each other. Latney, Keith Ridley, it's a whole lot of Virginia guys up here, man, and we all stick together. I do work for a lot of them. Me, Keith Ridley, Paul Mateen, we all work together. Keith Ridley, he's a Petersburg guy like me. He grew up with my family, so we stick together up here. And Keith Ridley been up here before me, grinding in the city. So we definitely know how to move and shake in the city. And we work from morning to night. That's how you earn a buck out here. Um, I have an exit plan. You know, in the next 10 years, I'm gonna be working for my exit to live in another country, buy a home in another country, and retire early. I don't want to be like Paul Mateen working at 86 years old. You know, I don't want to work till I die. But when you get to that point when you 86 years old and you're working, you have to keep going, because if you sit still, you know, you might fall sick just like that. But he moves. I want to be in the shape that he's in. I want to first of all make it to 86 years old. I mean, we barely can make it out of our 60s in America now, with all the sicknesses and stuff going on. But yeah, this is how I'm moving and shaking in the city. I hustle and work like an immigrant, so I'm not complaining about nothing. I'm not depending on surviving off a 9 to 5. A 9 to 5, I have my 9 to 5 with my benefits, but I have two other hustles. I don't depend on that solely, because to be honest with you, it's not enough. I don't think there's no 9 to 5 that's honestly enough to survive in DC. I don't care if you make 100,000. I mean, you can make it if you live very frugal, but if you try to live like you make 100,000, you're gonna be living check to check. I know a lot of people making 6 figures that live check to check. So it sounds good, but in Washington D.C., 100,000 isn't nothing. Because for example, let's just say you bring home 10 grand a month after taxes is 7. Rent, car insurance, car payment. Let's just say you almost at 5 grand right there. You almost at $5 grand. Car insurance, car payment, groceries, just the bare necessities. You, after taxes, you bringing home $7 grand, and just to live for the month with bills and all living expenses, you looking at shit. You looking at maybe $5 grand, maybe. Now we're not talking about your bills outside of that. Let's just say you have credit card bills, cable, uh, things for your kids, man. That it starts to decline even more. So let me show y'all what it looking like up here, man. I'm back at the funeral home. Yeah. See? It's a removal van. This is my project right here. I'm almost finished. I just got the top part to do, and then throw another coat on it, and that's it. See? Gotta keep it grinding out here. And let me show y'all my little hoop. It's dirty right now, but my Chevy Lumina, man. Look like a detective drunk. It's my baby. It's my baby. I'm gonna wait on D to get up here so I can get started. Pop said he paying today, so I got up here early so I can knock this out and go home, take me a shower and relax and put my money in my shoebox. You know, I stack all the funeral home cash as much as I can. But when you have children and have things to do, oh man, that cash goes fast. But make sure you guys get out here. You got to grind. Don't depend on one source of income. You have to have at least two. And I know it's hard for certain people who have children who live with them, and you're doing it by yourself. It's hard to do that. But for the guys who can move and shake, you say you live with your woman. You get out here and hustle, man. Bring that extra home and make your household live a little more comfortably. Get out here and grind. A man, there's nothing wrong with a man working all day to give his family a comfortable life. Give his children some little extra tools and fuels that they need. So that's where I'm at with it. And I just wanted to drop this on y'all real quick. Y'all have a nice day. Like, share, comment on my page. And I'm going to continue to grow. And I'm going to give y'all the results after I'm done.